It's 6 o'clock. We call the regular meeting to order of the North Augusta Board of Zoning Appeals, regular meeting for July 1st, 2025. First item is a roll call.
Kathy Stallworth.
Kevin Skaggs.
Bill Burkhalter.
Jim Newman.
London Smith is absent, but we have a quorum, so we'll move forward. Next item is approval of the last meeting's minutes. I read over them. I didn't see anything.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Second page. Last sentence in the second paragraph that starts with Mr. Paradise. This last sentence, Mr. Skaggs stated he had a lot of questions for the applicant, and he thinks that the applicant, he stated that he had a lot of questions for the applicant, and he thinks that the applicant needs to be present. Really, if you're going to be grammatically correct, your tenses have to match. So he thought that the applicant needed to be present.
Okay.
And
All right.
then,
Wait a minute. Hang on. I haven't found it yet.
oh, it's the
Oh, the
last
second.
sentence on the first paragraph, second paragraph.
Last paragraph. Mr. Richardson.
That says Mr. Paradise.
Mr. Paradise.
It's the-
Mr. Skaggs stated he had a lot of questions for the applicant, and he
He thought that the applicant needs to be present.
I'm still wrong.
Then-
okay.
Oh, right up right
got
here.
it. I'm with
Then
you.
in the next paragraph, the second sentence, Mr. Richardson stated that he has owned the property at 204 Edgefield Road for 20 years, and the lot behind it that used to be a Jiffy Lube, it needs a D on it.
Yep.
And then I have a question about this in the same paragraph, but toward the end. I guess it's third sentence from the last in this same paragraph. Mr. Richardson stated it was 19 years with a 10-year option. Stated it was 19 years with a 10-year option. Above that, Mr. Richardson stated it was for 20 years and he wouldn't see the end of it. Well, I know what that means, but Mr. Richardson stated it was 19 years with a 10-year option. What does that mean?
Means he's already a year into it.
Oh, okay. And then first sentence in the next paragraph, I've got a question mark. Let me see what I meant. Mr. Skaggs asked if there was anything in the lease agreement regarding modifications. Mr. Richardson said, yes, there is, and the applicant did not do that.
Approval of modifications.
So that needs to be reworked, don't you think?
How do you want it reworded?
Regarding his approval for modifications.
And the applicant did not.
Applicant did not
Do that.
did not seek approval. Why don't you say that? Did not seek approval. And then in the next paragraph, in the middle, Mr. Richardson stated, now I'm not a lawyer, so Bill, this may be okay. Mr. Richardson stated his lease says, prior to any exterior alterations or any alterations affect the elements. Shouldn't that be affect, AFF? Really, it should be prior to any exterior alterations or any alterations that affect the elements. Shouldn't it be?
I was okay with effect.
Effect's a noun, and we need a verb.
It could be.
But you're the lawyer, and that's lawyer talk.
I'm okay if you want to change it.
That effect,
Okay.
that effect,
Yeah.
Tommy. And then on down a little bit,
Just a second. All right. That effect.
that affect the elements of structural or foundation.
Is that spelled A?
AFFECT, that you need a verb there. Then on down, tenant must receive landlord's prior written approval, which shall not be, oh, well, this is in the next sentence. Tenant's request for such approval shall be accompanied by complete drawings and specifications submitted to the landlord.
Yeah. These, but,
Shall be, do you see that?
Written, but I do now.
Yeah.
And then on the next page, first sentence, well, it starts down here. Mr. Paradise that stated that from the city's point of view and staff's point of view, we would like to get our records straight and our documentation straight. This application cannot move forward with the proper signatures that should have, without the proper signatures that should have already been on the documentation. Isn't that supposed to be without?
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. Good catches. Anything else? No, you have any? You good? Okay. All right. Let's approve the minutes as amended. Second. All right. All in favor, raise your hand. Thank you. All right. Next item is confirmation of the agenda. We have one item of special exception application. Any others to add or?
That is the only item before you tonight, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we'll consider the agenda confirmed. All right, next item. Next item is ZE 25-008, a request by Bridget Keener, right, for a special.
On here it's 008 on here, but
Is it? The agenda says 006.
Yes, the agenda does say 00.
Well, this says 6 on the application.
It does.
All right, so yeah, so is it 6?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, sir.
Okay, all right, I'll start over. ZE 25-006, a request by Bridget Keener for a special exception for a home occupation for a mobile business offering pet sitting, house sitting, grocery shopping, and pet waste removal from Table 5.1 use matrix of the North Augusta Development Code. The request affects approximately 0.27 acres, zone R14, large lot, single family residential located at 321 St. Julian. TPN 004-16-05-016. I will open up the public hearing, and Mr. Paradise, can you start us off here?
Yes, so this is 321 St. Julian, and the applicant basically wants to be what we want everybody, what we would all like to have is somebody that does stuff for us. There's things like pet sitting, house sitting, grocery shopping, cleaning your yard waste, and she would be operating out of her home. Now, of course, she's not doing these things in her home. It is the neighborhood that she lives in, the aerial, the zoning key, and this is a picture of what her house looks like. And that is, and this is her car, I think, that she will be using. But basically, she's opening a business, be a personal assistant. And most of it should be away from the house, nothing coming to the house. Everything's, you're running errands for other people. But the applicant's here. It's one of those items that she can probably explain better than me because it's, you say personal assistant, it has a lot of tentacles to the various things and functions she might be doing.
Come forward here. I suppose to swear you in, so swear to tell truth, whole truth, nothing but truth. So help you God.
I do.
State your name and address, please, for the record.
My name's Bridget Keener, 321 St. Julian Place, North Augusta.
Thank you.
All right, good evening, and thank you so much for allowing me to speak. My name is Bridget Keener, and I'm here as both a North Augusta resident and the sole proprietor of Pause and Priorities, Your Personal Assistant, a small business that is close to my heart. I moved to North Augusta in October of 2023. Before that, I was a 911 dispatcher in Maui, Hawaii for 18 years. Dispatching is a career built on helping people during some of their worst moments of their lives. Pause and Priorities is my second chapter. But my mission is still the same, helping people. Through Pause and Priorities, I offer a variety of mobile services designed to help daily life a little easier. Pet sitting and house sitting for when you have to leave town on a family emergency and need someone to come by to turn on the lights. When you have unexpected overtime and you need someone to stop by to feed the dog and let him out. Grocery shopping and delivery, especially helpful for older adults who may not drive, or busy families just trying to juggle kids and work and errands. And pet waste removal, my favorite. No one wants their older family members cleaning up after their dog in the yard. No one wants grandma doing that. And everyone deserves to have a clean yard that they can actually enjoy. Like the great Whoopi Goldberg once said, I don't want people at my house. And I mean that in the kindest, most professional way possible. All services are going to be done at the client's house, not mine. There will be no signage, no foot traffic, and absolutely no customers coming to my house. My home is going to stay my home. And I'm just going to be a girl sitting in a room typing on a computer. My goal is to remain a good neighbor while building a business that supports the community. Thank you so much. Any questions?
I don't have a lot. I guess for pet sitting, you don't anticipate bringing any animals to your house, do you?
It's not a boarding. It's going to
Okay.
be pet sitting at someone's house.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I had. You got any?
I'm just curious, would you, like house sitting, would you stay at the house?
It's an option,
Right.
overnight or drop in. And if you need me once a day to turn the lights in the morning, come back in the evening,
So one more question. So you said you don't, all business be taken care of other people's houses. If somebody need to go by your house and drop by and drop off a key, house key or something like that, I mean, is that considered a trip? I'm just thinking.
Like what
If you
I mean, I do it now via apps, and most of the stuff people have codes on their, like those digital codes on their.
okay.
That, or they leave a key under the mat.
Okay.
Kind of
All right.
thing.
Okay.
I have one other question. If you do perform waste removal services, do you have a way of getting rid of that without having to, have an overflow at your house?
I believe North Augusta treats pet waste as house waste, like typical house waste. Like take it by the dump at the end of the day, or if it's close to garbage picking up day, maybe put it in mine.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm bad.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to come forward and speak for or against the application? Okay. All right. Since there's no other people, we will close the public hearing. Move to the consideration phase. So with special exceptions, I always have to look at this. There are 11 criteria that we have to meet and answer in the affirmative for all 11. And then even there's one question that goes into special questions regarding home occupation. You got to answer in the affirmative for all of those too. So I think there's 18 or 19 of those. So anyway, that's the process we'll go through, and I'll read the questions instead of reading it twice, I'll just read it one time and we'll go through, and answer these. Then they get in the right starting spot. Okay. North Augusta Development Code Section 18.8.4 defines the criteria for the boards to use in hearing and deciding upon requests for special exceptions. Following a staff analysis of the items submitted, and staff responses are in bold. That's in our packets. So the first criteria for special exception is number one, the use complies with all regulations, conditions, and standards of this chapter unless approved as a major waiver. The applicant states that the proposed use complies with all applications, regulations, conditions, and standards outlined in the North Augusta Development Code for special exceptions. No major waiver is being requested as part of this application. The business operates with the guidelines for noise, traffic, and parking impact, residential use compatibility, public safety and health standards, and zoning intent for low-impact home-based businesses. All operations are off-site with no client visits and no structural modifications are being made to the property. As such, this business aligns with the conditions expected for approval under special exception guidelines. Staff notes that the applicant is requesting to operate a home-based business for a mobile business offering pet sitting, house sitting, grocery shopping, and pet waste removal. Staff finds that the proposed use complies with all regulations, conditions, and standards of Article 5, Section 5.3.7. The applicant does not request any major waivers, and the business is consistent with the performance standards relating to noise, traffic, parking, and residential compatibility and public safety. So this write-up also references the Section 537, which is the 19 criteria for a home occupation. Is any, they say they meet those requirements. Is anything, any one of these we need to go back and revisit and discuss? You good? I'm
I
good
think
too.
it covers them.
And you okay with the rest of the write-up in this section?
Right.
So we're good with number one? Okay. So we're good with one. All right. Number two, the use will not substantially injure the value of adjoining properties or the use is a public necessity. The applicant states that the proposed use will not substantially injure the value of adjoining properties. This business is fully mobile with no customer visits, signage, or external changes to the property, generates no excessive noise, traffic, or environmental impact, operates with a residential setting, within a residential setting in a way that is visually and functionally indistinguishable from typical household, and does not involve commercial deliveries, parking overflow, or employee presence. Staff notes that the surrounding properties consist of mostly single-family residents. Pursuant to Section 5.3.7, the use must not substantially injure adjoining property values or undermine public necessity. Staff finds no such impact. The activity is fully mobile with no site-based commercial indicators. Are we good with criteria number two?
I am.
I'm good too. Yes. Good, Jim? Yes. All right. We're good with two. Number three, the use is of a size, shape, and character suited for the proposed site. The applicant states that the administrative work, scheduling, billing, and communications is minimal and fits within the normal residential use of the home. As such, the use is appropriately sized and shaped for the site and will not change the character of the home or property. Staff notes that the use is of an appropriate size and character for the site. The business is confined to standard administrative functions within residence and with no alteration in scale, shape, or residential character. I'm good with three.
I am too.
Good? Good. We're good with three. Number four, the location and character of the use, if developed according to the information as submitted and approved, will be compatible with its existing uses adjacent to and near the property and will not adversely affect the development of the neighborhood or the district in which the uses are proposed. The applicant states that the pause and priorities is a mobile personal assistant business with no client visits, customer traffic, or physical storefront activity at the home. All services are provided off-site at client locations. This ensures their use remains fully compatible with the existing residential neighborhood and will not disrupt or adversely affect the surrounding development character or operations of the area. Staff notes that the surrounding properties consist of a single residential use which shall not be visibly evident from outside the structure except for identification sign that conforms to the requirements for signage in a residential zoning district. There should be no display of products from the street, and the use cannot involve retail trade on the premises. The appearance of the dwelling unit shall not be altered. The proposed use is harmonious with the surrounding residential properties. The mobile nature ensures compatibility without adverse effects on the district's character or future development. And I guess just to be clear, there's no signs, is that right? There's no signs are planned? Right. I'm good with this one.
I am too.
I'm good with it? All right, we're good with 4. Number 5, the use will not create traffic impacts or parking issues that will endanger public safety or contribute to traffic congestion or unacceptable adversely impact nearby properties when compared with uses permitted by right in the same zoning district. The applicant states that Paws and Priorities operates as a mobile business, meaning no clients or customers will visit the home. There will be no increase in local traffic, no added parking demand, and no risk of congestion or safety issues compared to other residential uses in the zoning district. All service activities occur off-site, and administrative tasks at home do not generate additional vehicle or visitor activity. Staff notes that section 5.3.7.1 of the Development Code states that the home occupation shall not increase traffic or on-street parking that would be inconsistent with a residential area. A home occupation expected to generate no more than 10 business-related trips per day shall be permitted as a special exception. The use will not generate additional traffic or parking demand. All services occur off-site, ensuring no public safety concerns or congestion beyond existing residential use. I'm good with 5.
I am too.
You good? We're all good with 5. Number 6, the use is consistent with existing and planned pedestrian and vehicular circulation adjacent to and near the property. The applicant states that the proposed use is fully consistent with existing and planned pedestrian and vehicle circulation in the area. Paws and Priorities operates as a mobile service with no on-site customer visits or deliveries, meaning there is no change or disruption to local traffic flow, driveway use, or neighborhood walkability. The residential setting remains unaffected in terms of circulation patterns. Staff notes that the property's primary use will remain single-family residential. The use will not alter local circulation patterns, and no changes to driveway use, pedestrian flow, or street operations are proposed. We're good with 6.
I'm okay with that.
I'm good. Good. We're good with 6. Number 7, the use shall not be hazardous, detrimental, or disturbing to surrounding land uses due to noise, light, glare, smoke, odor, fumes, water pollution, obstruction of airflow on adjoining properties, or other general nuisances. The applicant states that Paws and Priorities will not create any hazards, nuisances, or disturbances for neighboring properties. There will be no noise, light, odors, traffic, or other impacts generated at the home, as all services are mobile and performed off-site. The administrative tasks at home, such as scheduling and bookkeeping, are quiet and fully compatible with the surrounding residential environment. Staff notes that the use must confirm that it will not create nuisance effects, such as noise, light, odor, glare, fumes, or airflow obstruction. All operations are off-site or low-impact home administration, and no nuisances are anticipated. I'm good with 7.
I'm okay with
You
that.
good? We're all good with 7. Number 8, the use will be adequately served by essential public services and facilities and will not require additional public expense. The applicant states that the proposed use will not place any additional demands on public services or facilities. Paws and Priorities operate entirely within the scope of normal residential utility use, which water, power, and waste, and does not require any special public services, infrastructure, or additional expense to the city or community. Staff notes that the use places on no additional burning on public utilities, infrastructure, or services. It operates within residential consumption and requires no special provisions. I'm good with 8.
I am too.
Good. We're good with 8. Number 9, the uses will not adversely affect any site or feature of historical, cultural, natural, or scenic importance. The applicant states that the proposed use will not impact any historical, cultural, natural, or scenic features. The business operates quietly from within an existing residential home with no exterior modifications, construction, or changes to the property during full preservation of the area's character and significance. And the staff notes that there are no external changes are planned and no protected resources are impacted. Are we good with 9?
Yeah.
You're good? I'm good. We're good with 9. Number 10, that the proposed use will not conflict with, but will further the objectives of the City of North Augusta Comprehensive Plan. The applicant states that Paul's and Priorities supports the objectives of the City of North Augusta Comprehensive Plan by providing valuable local services that assist residents, particularly elderly and working individuals, while operating as a small, locally based mobile business with no adverse community impact. The business promotes neighborhood well-being and aligns with the city's goals of supporting entrepreneurship and resident needs. Staff notes that the proposed mobile service aligns with city objectives supporting small businesses, neighborhood vitality, and responsible development. Are we good with number 10? Good?
Yes.
I'm good. We're good. We're good with 10. Last one, number 11. The use will not materially endanger the public health, safety, and welfare if located, designed, and proposed to be operated according to the information submitted. A denial by the BZA based exclusively on this language shall include explicit findings regarding the way in which granting this special exception would endanger public health, safety, and welfare. The applicant states the proposed use will not endanger public health, safety, or welfare. Paul's and Priorities are designed as a safe, non-intrusive mobile service with no customer visits to the home, no on-site activity, and no environmental or safety hazards. It operates quietly within the home for administrative tasks only, ensuring compliance with residential use standards. Staff notes that the use shall not create disturbing or offensive noise, vibration, smoke, dust, odor, heat, glare, traffic hazards, or any other type of nuisance as defined within North Augusta Code of Ordinances. And the staff recommends the following conditions if we approve it. 1, no client visits or deliveries to the home address. Number 2, no signage or external alterations to the structure. Number 3, administrative activities must remain within the home office and not generate additional traffic, parking, or nuisances. What do you think about that? The 3 conditions.
Well, I'm fine with number 11, and then I think that ought to be added to the motion. If we,
3, all 3.
So we don't get confused, personal deliveries from work deliveries. Do we need to
Right.
clear that up? Because I hate to say no deliveries and she's just trying to buy me a Christmas present or something.
Well, business deliveries, is that
Yeah,
what
no
you said?
business deliveries or
Yeah.
something. Well, you can't, we got to limit that too, because if she's getting invoices in the mail or business cards or, you know,
What do we say about what deliveries meant in the context of, there's another application?
We would look at that as what is normal deliveries to a residence. If you, UPS, FedEx, dropping off the package, you know, from our end, we don't know if that's for Amazon delivery or if it has to do with the business. And if you get a tractor trailer start making deliveries in there, that's disruptive activity to the neighborhood. Then that's whenever we would generate, you know,
so do we
a
need to clear
violation.
it up to say tractor trailer deliveries or just deliveries and just.
Normal residential delivery.
Yeah, normal residential deliveries would. would suffice, I believe.
So no client visits at the home address, or no client visits or non-residential deliveries. I'm trying to figure out.
However y'all want to word it.
That's what I'm looking at, y'all. I'll read it.
Well, so if you leave it the way it is,
Yeah.
the way they interpret it is what he just said.
Okay, I'll leave it the way it is. Alright.
So, we good with that? You good?
Yes. sir.
Okay, we've answered in the affirmative for all 11, so do we have a motion to approve?
Yes,
moved.
I'll like to make a motion. Based on the findings previously discussed and voted on, I move that application number ZE 25-006, a request by Bridget Kinner for the special exception pursuant to sections of the North Augusta Development Code 18.8.4 be approved with conditions. 1. No client visit or deliveries at the home address. 2. No signage or external alterations to the structure. And 3. Administrative activities must remain within the home office and not generate any additional traffic, parking, or nuisance.
We have a motion to approve with 3 conditions. Do we have a second? Second, Mr. Burkhalter. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. It's unanimous. So your special exceptions are approved, and good luck to you. All right. Any other business we need to cover?
Mr. Chairman, I think that is the completion of the full agenda for